Welcome back to the Britannia Coin Company. We're a coin dealer based in Royal Wootton Bassett in the UK. What makes our coins safe? Fake coins are a real concern to coin collectors, but also the Royal Mint who make all of our coins. So what do they do to make our coins harder to counterfeit or to be interfered with is what we'll be looking at in today's video. As we've also hit 6,000 subscribers recently, which we're really grateful for, we'll also be announcing our latest giveaway prize too, so stay tuned for that. Some early hammered coins, referred to as short cross coins, were created at a time where coin clipping was a real issue. Moneyers, the people who made the coins, or even just people using the coins whilst in circulation, would cut off the edges of coins, and if done to enough coins, could result in a nice bit of silver, which could then be used to create more coins or to be sold for the silver quantity. This was a real issue because coins were based on 240 silver pennies adding up to the weight of a pound, which is where we get the foundation of our currency system, which ran all the way to decimalisation in 1971. An early attempt to prevent the coins from being clipped was a change in the design. This is a long cross penny. With the cross which reached from the top to the bottom and side to side, it would be apparent if the coin had been clipped, and the thought was that it would bring an end to this type of tampering with the coins. It was really important for international trade because coins were accepted for the value in silver, so if a country's coins suffered from issues like clipping, it made foreign traders reluctant to accept them for goods. The long cross coin saw relative success in deterring clipping, but the practice was not halted entirely. If we roll forward to the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, this is the first time that we see milled coins. That is a coin which has been made by machinery rather than hand struck. The coins were much higher quality and the milling made the designs consistent, but it did take much longer to strike. These coins had milled edges, which again is an attempt to prevent the ability to clip off bits of silver from the coins to melt down and reuse. In fact, some of the coins we have in our change today, such as the 5 and 10 pence, as well as the £2 coin, have a milled edge. The consistency and the quality of the design on Elizabeth I's milled coinage also proved much more difficult for counterfeiters to copy, whereas the quality of a hammered coin struck by hand could vary so much, making it easier to pass off counterfeits. Now this run of milled coins only lasted for a decade though, before reverting back to hammered coinage, with the man in charge of managing the new milled coins losing his job and turning to counterfeiting himself, for which he was eventually hanged. Further experiments in the production of milled coins took place before and after the English Civil War for the coins of King Charles I and Oliver Cromwell. Hammering coins though wouldn't be replaced by milled coins entirely until 1662 during the reign of King Charles II. This modern 50p celebrates the life and work of Sir Isaac Newton. Many know him as the scientist who discovered the laws of gravity and motion, but in 1696 he became the first warden and later master of the Royal Mint. This was a role expected to be more ceremonial, but he took it incredibly seriously. He left a legacy of accuracy and purity in the Royal Mint's work. One of his chief concerns though were counterfeiters. By improving the quality of UK coins, it made it much harder to forge copies of them. For those that still did try to counterfeit the coins though, he would personally pursue them through the courts. Another attempt to thwart counterfeiters was the use of the cartwheel penny. These were minted from 1797 by industrialist Matthew Boulton. The idea being that they would be created with the amount of copper equivalent to their face value. These are huge coins in comparison to those which we use today in circulation, and again were machine milled, which added complexity to the coins to deal with those trying to forge coins for themselves. As the price of copper rose though, it meant that it was no longer viable to mint these huge coins, as the price of copper was more than the value of the coin itself. Something which more recently we have seen in the change of our pennies and 2p coins from copper coins to being copper plated steel, so that the production cost is much less. Our current coins too are full of security features so that we can spend and receive coins without fear of fake coins making their way into our wallets. Take the £2 coin. This was our first bimetallic coin in circulation, but this wasn't decided just because it looked nice. Having two different metals used in the minting of the coins makes it harder for individuals to make their own forged versions. The outer part of the inner blank and the inner part of the outer ring are locked together when they are struck with the design. If we look at the rim of the coin too, this has a milled edge. Now this isn't to stop the coins from being clipped, as there's no precious metal in our circulating change anymore, but it is still a security feature which makes it hard to copy. There is also wording around the rim of the coin, which differs depending on the design, with the Definitive Technologies design reading as "Standing on the Shoulders of Giants," an Isaac Newton quote, to the Guy Fawkes £2 coin, which reads as "Remember, remember, the 5th of November." Although this is a nice addition to a coin and can tie neatly into the design, it too is another security feature. Here we see an old £1 coin. Many of you will remember these being withdrawn and replaced in 2017, having been used since 1983. These had to be redesigned and replaced because of the volume of fake coins which had made their way into circulation. In fact, this coin is a forgery. It was estimated that 3% of all £1 coins in circulation were fake, which is a real concern, as once this percentage gets too high, then it voids that coin as valid currency. With the introduction of this style of £1 coin in 2017, the coin was said to be a counterfeit-proof coin. At the time, it was heralded as the most secure coin in the world, and other countries have ordered similar style coins to be made by the Royal Mint for use in their own circulation. What makes this coin so secure then? Well, it's a bimetallic coin. Similar to the £2 coin, this adds complexity if one was trying to forge their own copies of it. The coin being 12-sided as well adds to the difficulty in forging it, similar to the 50p and the 20p coin. Not just being a circular coin makes it harder for counterfeiters to make their own versions. On the £1 coin though, the edge of the coin is part milled as well, with alternate sides being milled and unmilled, which again can be really tricky to copy. On the face of the coin, around the rim, there is tiny micro lettering, which on the current design is the year of minting on the reverse or tail side of the coin, and the denomination on the obverse or head side. This is such fine detail that can be hard to see with the naked eye unless you have amazing vision or if you hold it in just the right angle and lighting. Most sophisticated though is an inbuilt security feature that means that when it is used in an automated machine, the coin can be scanned and rejected if it doesn't have this feature. Not the most detectable feature if handing it over in change to a cashier, but parking meters and vending machines can be fitted with the ability to scan for these fakes. There's not an awful lot of information about this feature though. The Royal Mint are playing their cards quite close to their chest, but it is said to be a binary code only visible under specific ultraviolet light, almost like a binary code hidden in the design which you can't see with the naked eye. A modern security feature that we have seen on a number of coins, including the recent Harry Potter 25 Years of Magic series, is a latent image. This is a part of the design which changes when moved around. On the Harry Potter coins, it goes from being a lightning bolt to the number 25. There is also one on the Technologies £2 coin at the centre of the design on the reverse, which will flash to show part of the design when manipulated to the right angles. It's also present on the obverse of the £1 coin and will show either the number 1 or the pound symbol. Before we wrap up then, I promised a giveaway to celebrate our YouTube channel reaching 6,000 subscribers, and here is the coin that you could win. It is a silver-proof Snowman 50p coin, the first one released which started the continuous run of this popular character on our coinage. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, give this video a like, and leave a comment on this video too. We will draw a random winner from the comments section of this video in 2 weeks' time on the 19th of December. The battle to stay ahead of the counterfeiters will be an ongoing issue for the Royal Mint, but with ingenuity and some fascinating security features, they'll be sure to keep our money safe for many years to come. Now be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free to do and it means you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we post lots of pictures of our coins. We're on Twitter and TikTok. We have our shop and online store, but I'll see you next time for more amazing coins from the Britannia Coin Company.